Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the show, Xiamen City volunteers are making vegetarian meals to fundraise for the upcoming Winter Aid distribution. In our new series, we take a look at the troubling health trend in Taiwan that is affecting the health of citizens. And we visit a group of musicians in Tainan City in Taiwan to learn about a star of Chinese classical music, Nan Guan. In China, October 22nd marks the last day of the 7th China Xiamen International Buddhist Items and Crafts Fair. Over the past 4 days, the volunteers have made more than 5,000 vegetarian rice bowls and 4,000 mealless lunch boxes to fundraise for the upcoming Winter Aid distribution in Fujian Province. Let's take a look. Pickled cabbage, radish, bean curd noodles, and vegetarian meat are ingredients for the rice bowls. Since the opening of the China Xiamen International Buddhist Items and Crafts Fair, every morning at 3 o'clock, volunteers would gather at the Ciji Wuyuan 1 office to make more than 1,000 vegetarian rice bowls.
Last night, I only slept for an hour and a half. I woke up around 1:30 a.m., and after chanting a sutra with my mother, I arrived at the Ciji office around 5:30 a.m. I am very happy and very thankful to have this opportunity to give.
The rice bowls will be sent to Ciji's booth at the Vegetarian Food Fair, where vegetarian lunch boxes and freshly squeezed juice will be on sale. This time, the event is also joined by 7 housewives from Quanzhou City, who are devoted Buddhists. To join the event, the housewives worked really hard so they would have money to travel to Xiamen City.
The money we get from selling the juice will be used to help those in need. It will be used for the upcoming Winter Aid distribution.
At Ciji's booth, the money will be put towards helping the needy in Fujian Province during the Winter Aid distribution. Therefore, the volunteers do their best to promote the benefits of vegetarianism.
We are promoting Ciji's instant rice. What is the purpose of the instant rice? It is eco-friendly and it is easy to carry around, such as when hiking or during vacation. When disasters happen and we don't have electricity or gas, we can still eat it.
I think the food is great. The flavor is lighter than the meals we eat at other places. It is not too oily, and I feel great after eating it.
At the event, the volunteers will do their best, hoping to educate the public on the importance of protecting our Mother Earth. Continuing on the last story, as the fair was joined by many people, Ciji volunteers seized the opportunity to promote the campaign of Words of Wisdom on Wheels, where volunteers asked drivers to put Jingsi aphorism bumper stickers on the back of their cars. With the China Xiamen International Buddhist Items and Crafts Fair attended by so many people, Ciji volunteers seized the opportunity to promote the Jingsi aphorisms bumper stickers, but get off to a rough start. This driver says no even before the volunteers get a chance to explain, and others roll up their windows as the volunteers approach. However, the volunteers are not willing to give up. Finally, a car owner stops and listens to the volunteers.
We can put this on for you free of charge. It will only take 1 minute. It will be put on the back of the car. When you stop at the traffic light, people will see it. You can inspire others.
Curious about what the volunteers are doing, another car owner asked for a bumper sticker too. A mother even lets her daughter pick a Jingsi aphorism. After a few failures, the volunteers realized that they have to cherish everything.
Before, I didn't have good temper and I would not go along with others. It was always people asking me to do something for them. Now I will talk quietly, and I'm thankful for Ciji for inspiring us with these Jingsi aphorisms.
As a store owner, Tong has learned to give himself and vows to become a person that is filled with blessings. Over the past 10 years, the percentage of overweight Taiwanese has risen from 33% to 44.1% of the total population. Currently, out of the 10 biggest killers of Taiwanese, overweight with obesity is linked to 8 of them. Facing this problem, healthcare experts and government agencies in Taiwan are doing their best to handle the problem.
Currently, Taiwan ranks as the fattest country in Asia. Here, we see how the various cities or counties in Taiwan ranks in terms of obesity. For women, Taitung ranks first with 39% of the population overweight. With men, the story is grim, with each area showing at least 43% of the population to be overweight, the lowest in Taipei, which ranks at 44%. Put it in another way, out of every 2 men or 3 women or 4 children, there is 1 that is overweight.
Currently, we are seeing that out of the 10 major reasons for death in Taiwan, 8 of them have to do with eating habits, lack of exercise, or being overweight.
Being overweight is no longer seen as a sign of wealth or prosperity, but has become one of the major indicators for health risks.
Being overweight can cause sleep apnea, which increases chances of a stroke by 5 times.
Obesity or being overweight and sleep problems are in fact linked. For Mr. Chen, his rising weight was behind his sudden onset of narcolepsy that left him in the hospital following a car accident. On our first visit to see Mr. Chen, due to the weather outside, he has decided to spend the whole day at home. What is there to eat around here?
If I don't go out, I won't eat breakfast, but wait until the afternoon. Or you could say breakfast, lunch, and dinner are eaten together. When I'm at home, it is like that. I have stuff if I need it. Noodles and milk in the fridge. Also chocolate powder. I won't die of hunger.
If you don't eat anything for a while and then suddenly eat a meal, you will absorb a lot of calories. Also, when we eat when we are hungry, our bodies will tell us to eat a little more than usual.
When you are 100 kilograms, you won't care about 1 or 2 kilograms here or there. Gradually, I just got fatter and fatter. Looking for a job, I felt, wow, I'm really heavy, and noticed that my appearance had changed. It made looking for a job a bit more difficult.
But after finding work, work itself became a problem as finding days off became a challenge. Finally, with the weather nice outside, we invite Mr. Chen to join us for a game of basketball. Getting a feel for the ball again, for Chen, it still feels like things aren't coming together.
2 months or so. Had to work, and during my days off, I don't feel like leaving the house. About a month ago. You can't stop exercising. I've discovered that every time I stop, it takes time to get back to a normal schedule. If you stop for a month or 2, it takes about a week to get back in the groove of things.
Actually, Chen loves to exercise. He only lacks a bit of discipline, and his laissez-faire attitude towards his weight has made it difficult for him to control it.
To be honest, obesity is really a scary problem. So many problems have been connected to obesity, such as sleep apnea, ENT problems, respiratory problems, degenerative arthritis, rehabilitation times, pregnancy complications, polycystic ovary syndrome, and of course, heart problems and diabetes. It is really a serious modern-day disease.
In less than 10 years, Taiwan's rate of obesity has gone from 33% to 44.1%, putting immense pressure on Taiwan's medical resources. Controlling this epidemic is not that simple, however, as it comes down to individual choices. But as more and more diseases are being linked to obesity, hopefully those currently overweight will have the motivation to make the right choices sooner than later.
In Vietnam's Ho Chi Minh City, to celebrate the National Day of Taiwan, the Council of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam invited the local Tzu Chi Liaison Office to hold a blood donation event, which was actually participated by both locals and overseas residents alike.
After filling in the registration forms and measuring their blood pressure, these girls are ready to donate blood.
I'm 18 years old and I have never donated blood. I want to donate blood to help people.
In Ho Chi Minh City, in light of Taiwan's National Day, the Council of the Taiwanese Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam invited Tzu Chi volunteers to hold a blood donation event.
This is my first time donating blood. I feel more relaxed after the donation.
Donating blood helps other people as well as ourselves. In Taiwan, I donate blood when I see the blood mobiles.
I think that donating blood is a meaningful thing to do for society.
A bag of blood saves one's life. On the site, not only are Taiwanese donating blood, but tourists also join in the event.
This is my first time donating blood in Vietnam. I hope everyone can make contributions in their own way.
Donating blood will not affect our health, but can save patients who need blood transfusions. It's a way to do good deeds. Besides, donating blood improves our metabolism.
In just half a day, 100 people donate their blood to help those patients in need.
In Brisbane, Australia, team of doctors held a free dental clinic at the Tzu Chi Brisbane Liaison Office and Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Hospital. Among the participants at the dental clinic were refugees from Afghanistan.
The TIMA team in Brisbane, Australia holds free dental clinics on a regular basis. Therefore, the continuous care and warmth between doctors and patients have made dental visits less daunting and more pleasant for many.
I think it's very good, very professional and thorough, and I'm very happy with it.
Amongst the crowd of regular homeless patients are refugees from Afghanistan who are attending the clinic for the very first time. In addition, the medical team also included a doctor who has attended various free clinics on many occasions and proactively applied to volunteer at this dental clinic.
Yeah, there's nothing to compare. It's high standard. Everybody's happy, and the staff, so many volunteers, you don't have anything to worry about. It's excellent work.
Apart from dental checkups, TIMA doctors also take this opportunity to educate the patients on oral hygiene. Through their interaction with the patients, TIMA doctors hope to continue to bring goodness to all.
Since 2007, Tzu Chi has been encouraging children to excel in school with its New Shoot Scholarship program. Over the past 5 years, scholarship recipients have numbered into the tens of thousands, and behind every child is an inspiring story.
My mom's back isn't so good, so I want to help her with her work. This way she can finish earlier and spend time with me.
Only thinking about helping out her mother, Xiao Yahui forgets that she also has a frail body due to her heart disease and dermatofibroma. 8th grader Xiao Yahui stands at 135 centimeters, but her determination overshadows her small stature. She always uses her scholarship to alleviate her family's financial burdens.
Living expense-wise, Yahui's scholarship fund helps out a lot, also with her stationery too. She will say to me, "Mom, let me know what you need to buy today. I'll help you."
Xiao Yahui qualified for the Tzu Chi New Shoot Scholarship in Central Taiwan in 2011, and she qualified again this year. Besides working hard in her studies, Yahui never forgets to spread happiness wherever she goes.
She gives us moral support when needed. We all feel she's very optimistic, so everyone likes her very much.
Xiao Yahui's optimism is the portrait of an ideal New Shoot Scholarship recipient. Being able to discover such a child takes much effort and time as volunteers step into the lives of these recipients.
We pay monthly home visitations where we interact with the child and parents. We also evaluate the child's grades and sometimes we talk with their teacher. Then we will write a report and apply for the scholarship.
To give students practical encouragement, Tzu Ji in Hualien established the New Shoot Scholarship Fund in 2007. The next year, Yilan and Taiwan followed suit. After was Hualien's Yuli and Ruishui Township. Finally, southern, central, and northern Taiwan regions all joined in. In these past 5 years, there have been 11,815 scholarship recipients. In the scholarship category, there are 5 areas in which students compete. Besides excellent grades, moral education is important too.
Tzu Ji plants a seed of kindness and hope that they will share that seed of kindness with society and help bring happiness.
With many scholarship categories, the number of applicants also increased. In order for the students to receive the proper scholarship, all the applications have to be carefully screened by Tzu Ji volunteers.
During this process, if the child's qualifications are off by a little bit, then we will expand our qualifications, as we want to use it as a way to encourage the children to do better.
Contained within each scholarship is the love and blessings of Tzu Ji volunteers, who hopes these New Shoots recipients will create blessings and pass on the love.
Next, we're learning about a form of classical music that originated in China's Fujian province known as Nanguan. In Tainan, there is still a group of musicians who are giving all they can to ensure the fading art shines on.
Okay, let's do this. Wait, are we starting? Yes?
Nanguan is a type of music that originated in China's Fujian province and is made up of a combination of instruments. In Taiwan, 77-year-old Su Rongfa watched his father sing from a young age and has since fallen in love with Nanguan.
In the old days, when my father played these instruments, he would at the same time be beating the time on his legs. He would wear those shirts and pat until his legs turned red. It was interesting. We would ride bicycles and sing Nanguan, and people thought we were crazy.
When speaking of Nanguan, Su and his friends have many stories to tell. In the early days when entertainment was limited, almost every village had a Nanguan music band, and it was a favorite hobby of many. Su Rongfa began learning the art when he was only 16, as did his friend Tai Lung.
I would leave the vegetables in the central market and go to the harbor to play the instruments with others before heading home. I would lose track of time when I played Nanguan.
Having played Nanguan for nearly 6 decades, these talented musicians even traveled abroad for cultural exchanges on behalf of Taiwan.
This photo was taken in 1995. We went to France to take part in the opening ceremony of the Festival of Avignon. This is Su Rongfa, this is Tai Lung, and this is me.
In this photo from 1995, everyone's eyes glowed, and that sense of passion and love has continued till today. Despite the passing of time and the fading of Nanguan tradition in Taiwan, luckily some still appreciate the ancient art.
If you listen quietly, it feels really great when hearing them play those instruments perfectly.
Regardless of age, these musicians say it's never too late to learn when one has the passion and interest. Under the guidance of these artists, Nanguan music will shine on.
Among the Nanguan musicians, Tai Lung even makes his own instruments. The 74-year-old man works odd jobs to support his interests and hobbies. Here's more.
The depth at this length is just right, 79 centimeters, and is a perfect length, and another 6 centimeters here, also a perfect length. The depth here is 2 centimeters, and over here is 2.8 centimeters and 4.5 centimeters.
To make a good pipa, one of the instruments used in Nanguan, every inch must be measured exactly. A Southern pipes musician and craftsman, Tai Lung, makes all these instruments himself.
The digging process is really slow. Sometimes I won't even get through one in a day. This is a standard one, which I just finished.
Apart from the pipa, Huang also makes flutes and puts his collection in a secret storage room.
Here it is all in this room. Yes, I made everything myself. I've researched this for over a decade. This is a pipa and this is a flute. Here are the 2-string and the 3-string instruments.
Tai Lung's favorite instrument is the pipa, and he even engraves words on the back to add an artistic touch.
This is a locally produced instrument, the one with the strings. We have to use lintou wood to make Nanguan instruments. We can't use other wood or else it will sound different.
The craftsman brings wood back from the mountains before air drying them for a year. Huang even has to work odd jobs to buy these materials.
I had to work odd jobs to earn money so I can make these instruments. That's right, I have given them to anyone around the island apart from Keelung. I don't do that anymore because I'm too tired.
Tai Lung says making Southern pipe instruments is more like his full-time job.
No, my wife doesn't scold me because it is an interest of mine. I don't have any bad habits like gambling or smoking, just this.
Nanguan music is Tai Lung's life, and it is also because of him that this traditional culture has not faded away.
Staying in Taiwan, a merciless fire in early Tuesday morning killed many people at the Beimen branch of Xingyin Hospital in the city of Tainan. Currently, Tzu Chi volunteers have split into teams to visit the injured patients in different hospitals. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.